So, welcome everyone. You are welcome to the weekly outlook video, and in this video, I'll be covering the detailed breakdown of what I expect to happen this week in our beautiful gold market. So, without any further delay, I don't want this to be too long. I don't want this to be brief because already I've dropped the recap video, which actually gave a glimpse of what I expect for the new week too. If you watch that and you're here for this, you could actually maybe even fall down to where you were confused from that video. So from this, without any further delay, let's just jump right into it. Usually I would love to mark the week's high and low. That's from the week that just closed, and you could easily see it here. This is it, and this is it. I've done everything. I'm just going to break this down easily for us to get a good breakdown of what to expect for the new week. So already this weekly time frame, from the last video I spoke about my expectation of price tapping into 5k again at this level here. I said that price will tap into 5k. So this is actually one of the key things I want us to keep in mind from this level, and we saw beautiful bullish reaction from that level. Just that the last week that just closed was the only week that actually closed bearish. So let's go down to the daily time frame. When we go down to the daily time frame, there was something notorious that was happening this April and towards late March, meaning that price was actually already in a very bullish, it was regaining stuff in a very bullish manner. So the fact that we even had this bearish signal at this point, but price invalidated it and pushed up higher, and my expectation was that with this push we would actually get 50% of this level and push up into 5k. But guess what happened? Price failed to do that. We already saw that we had, if we should go down lower, you would actually see this bearish trend line much more clear, but price broke out of this level, tried to hold this level to push up higher 50%, remember. But then next thing we saw in this particular day was that we saw a full aggressive bullish close below that level, and ever since then that's what has been pushing price down lower. So from this time frame now, you can easily see that if price is able to break and close above this level, because already you could see something like that has formed here again, beautiful bullish candle, but next one we saw a full body close below it. This is basically a sell. Daily time frame is saying a sell at this point, but it could be that it's a fake out, but it's actually screaming a sell at this level here. And what you could actually expect is that the only way for the price to buy up higher from this level is if it gives a full body close above this candle, comes back for something like 50% around this level, we would easily see 5k. This is like the 5k plan. But if it doesn't do that, from what we can see here, we can just expect that price should actually be able to take out the previous week low before we see anything. So let's go down to the 4 hours time frame. When we come back to the 4 hours time frame, we can actually see what we've been seeing on the daily time frame being much more clear on the 4 hours time frame. We could see the first break, price trying to hold up higher but failed with this aggressive close below, and next thing we saw so much sell off. Still the same expectation from this level. I actually expect that price should probably, if somehow, because this level here is not even clear that it's that bullish, but if it's able to push up higher, break above this level, we could expect something like this. This is actually what I'm expecting to see if price does this, because we're playing below the bearish trend line. But if it doesn't do that, we can actually expect something like this sell-off. And remember, this guy is the key level. If this is the key level, I'm actually thinking that price should be able to hold. This is the key level, this candle here. But if price closes below it, this is something of this nature, then previous week low price would actually take out first. Let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. When we come back down to the 1 hour time frame, we could see that it's still correlating to what we are seeing on the 4 hours time frame already. And if we should look a bit closer here, we could see that there was something beautiful that actually happened here. Price was actually going to sell off more from this level here. There was a break of structure at this point, but then price flipped this level. So this guy was meant to this support level was meant to be a resistance that would push the price down lower, and we could see the reaction set from this level in regards to this 1 hour FVG here. But next thing we saw was a very nice full body close, change of character, whatever you call it, and no, price broke out of this level and it came back for this level to pick up our inversion from this 1 hour FVG, and also to pick up our key discount level to push up higher, and price gave off a beautiful trade from this level here. I haven't called, if you are part of the channel community, you actually know what's happening there. So it gave this beautiful move, but then it went and hit this particular key bearish trend line that we're having at this level, and we saw the bearish reaction which came back into this good looking block at this level, and also in regards to the breaker block that is actually sitting at this level here. So still the same story. Basically, this is still the same story. Most likely, probably, price should be able to hold this level, break out of this point. We could then see something beautiful of this nature that will push up higher. Else, if it does something like this, full body close down like this, we get more sell-off. So I think 30 minutes, I'll be stopping on 30 minutes time frame, and which is actually okay. I'll go down to 15 too, but if we should come back down here, we would even see things much more clearer here. And if I did not come down here, I would actually be holding more of the bearish scenario because of everything that happened here. So you could ideally see something that happened at this point here. You could tend to notice that at this level, this particular level, this candle here, when price was going to pick up these buy trades from this region here, we saw this particular candle and we saw this particular entry model that we use a lot on this channel. Price picked up sales from about 50% of this candle here, tried to sell off, but the next thing we saw was a full body close above it, meaning that if anything happens, that price comes back into this region here, it's going to use this guy as a very sweet breaker block to see something like this, to give us something like this, In fact, if we should even go down to 15 minutes, with this we can even go down to 15 minutes. If we should even go down to 15 minutes, we can still see the same story, but even in a more clearer and beautiful manner, because when price picked up the sales from this level, it went as low as taking profits and taking liquidity from this low right here. So meaning that this guy is actually a very sweet level for a sweet breaker block. You could even get a very nice bullish trade that I think already it's triggered your low, your stop at the low of the candle here, and you could easily just target this high. Or even if you are feeling very lucky or you are feeling aggressive that you want to hold a very long trade, you could even take this as your short-term trade, take partials here and all, then maybe hold a swing that would push as high as this to the previous week high and maybe towards 5k if you have that capacity. But I'm actually thinking of doing something like that, but it's actually usually crazy to take this kind of trade. But yes, this is actually what I'm actually seeing in regards to the bullish scenario. But then we should also keep it at the back of our minds that also this 15 minutes actually also confirms that if something happens and price fails to hold this particular level and gives a full body close below this low here, most likely you could just see something like this and it's going to be blur. It's going to be blur and price will keep selling off. So this is actually what I'm expecting for the new week and a glimpse of how I plan to approach the new week. If you are looking for more intel on how I'll be doing that, you can actually check the link in the description to join our channel so that you could actually be a part of everything that I'll be doing this week. So this month, basically everything on my channel in terms of my private channel and also my course has been 30% off, but everything will be closing this week. I actually did all of that because of my birthday, and my birthday is actually tomorrow, so I'll be closing everything this week. If you're interested in any of that, you can actually use this as an opportunity for you to get any of that. So I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.